What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Daniel Triple D Dubois. Daniel Dubois states that he would like to take on Dillian Whyte or Derek Chisora after the U.S. debut. Well, you look at Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois is a guy that he had his first loss. He was exposed to a certain degree. He was a guy that was destined to be in a high championship fight in the next year and a half or 2 years. But now, because of the loss, he was set back a bit. He had an eye injury that really hasn't been tested, for one. What do I feel about Chisora? I think Chisora would be a safer bet for him, being that Chisora is older, way more seasoned, almost out of season, honestly, because he's been in there with everybody and he's done everything and he's done pretty much all he's going to do. And just putting him in there with a young guy that has a chip on his shoulder, more than likely from his loss, would probably be the route that people would want to take. Whereas Dillian Whyte, I think I would like to see it, but would it be a good fight, honestly, for Daniel Dubois? No. Okay, Daniel Dubois fighting Dillian Whyte. A guy like Dillian Whyte would keep the jab in his face, and this jab is coming a lot quicker, a lot more precise. And I believe just as effective, because Dillian Whyte has a way he might be off balance at a while, especially when he is so eager to throw hard punches, and he rips and chops punches to the point where he's off guard. However, when he throws that jab, when he puts that jab in your face, that jab's coming really well. And he knows how to pinpoint that jab. And if Daniel Dubois hasn't learned any head movement or that defense to correct the problem, Dillian Whyte will take him out unless he knocks Dillian Whyte out. Okay? And I think at the end of the day, Daniel Dubois has a lot to prove. I am glad that he is calling out these guys that have the names, a dangerous fight and a more dangerous fight with Chisora and Whyte. But I think the best bet for Triple D would be taking on someone like Derek Chisora. Okay. Another thing comes to mind, another thought comes to mind is, hey, what about Joe Joyce? But Joe Joyce is on to bigger, better things. I think eventually that would have to be the fight that I would want, especially when that guy took my O. That guy broke my eye. That guy is the guy that, it was a pretty close fight until I quit. You know what I mean? It's not out of the ordinary or not out of the picture that he couldn't beat Joe Joyce. Because, look how that fight was going, because in spots, Daniel Dubois was throwing those combinations and putting those hands together. It's just that pepper and jab that he had no answer for damaged that eye, and then soon he couldn't do anything with it but bow down. But you guys tell me what you think of Daniel Dubois, Triple D, calling out Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte and Derek War Chisora. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.